Liar. You are a liar. 2021 graduation. I'd like to begin our commencement ceremony by expressing gratitude to the faculty who helped us learn, grow, and pass our classes one way or another, to the school board for both allowing us to have a semi-normal graduation and for doing the best to keep our schools safe over the year, to our coaches who have pushed us to be the best athletes, leaders, and people we can be, and to our families for supporting us through all the crazy, backwards, and twisted events that have happened this year. I would also like to mention two people who could not be with us today. Devin Morrison and Nathan Foley unfortunately both passed away before they could graduate. As a class, our hearts go out to the parents of Devin and Nathan, who are gone, but not at all forgotten. When sitting down to write this speech, I had no clue what I wanted to say. I quite literally looked up how to write a graduation speech. Based on that, you probably expect me to say something to the effect of, "We survived COVID-19, we can survive anything." However, I don't believe that to be true. We have not yet survived it. In reality, we've gotten through the pandemic itself, but have not lived through the aftermath. Truly surviving COVID-19 to me means learning, adapting, and changing to what our new world will look like and make the most of it. When COVID first hit, none of us were prepared on any level. In the spring, school became a joke, and most of us were either sitting at home doing nothing or spending all our time working. Thousands of people turned to drinking or drugs to pass the time. Others ignored or denied reality and let their mental health deteriorate. Now, I'm not saying this is all people. However, for many, this is the reality. The results of this will affect us for many years to come. There will be a point in our future that defines who we are. A point where our country will either truly not survive COVID-19 or will we accept COVID and move forward making the most of things. We are the generation who will rebuild the country, who will give it a new outlook, and who will deal with the long-term effects of COVID-19. We, as human beings, as graduates, as working members of our community, have an important decision to make. Will you merely survive, or will you live? I choose to live, to make the most of everything being thrown my way, and to not let all the negative effects of COVID define my life. I urge every one of you to live, and this will be different for everyone. Don't constantly be on the defensive. Take a stand and do things for yourself. Do things for others. And do things to make your community worth living in. Life as we know it may be different, and everyone handles change and stressful situations differently. It is through the difficulties and low points in our life that define us. Therefore, I encourage each of you to embrace life's challenges, not with open arms, but with open minds. Thomas Paine, a Revolutionary Era philosopher, once said, "I love the man that can smile in trouble, that can gather strength from distress, and grow brave by reflection." Let the negatives of life propel you to be the best version of yourself. It is not making it through the difficult times that will define us, rather what we do afterwards that makes us who we are. I encourage each of you to walk into the world and change it for the better. Use COVID to propel you into your next step in life and be proud of what we have accomplished. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Good evening. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all parents, family members, friends, to our staff, and especially to our 2021 graduates. I want to thank you all for attending this very special occasion tonight. I'd like to take a moment at this time to introduce our Belding School Board. These 7 members spend many hours throughout the school year working on behind-the-scenes decisions to ensure we are providing the very best education here at BAS. Terry Bonney, Shannon Hummel, Doug Lamborn, Kate Firestein, who could not attend tonight, Deborah Bott, Mike Baker, and Candy Strabel-Sauer. I appreciate all of these folks and the leadership they provide for our district. Wow. I think this word sums up what we've all lived this past year. You seniors have lived a senior year that no one on this planet has lived. I'm so thankful that we've come to the end of your senior year and things have changed towards the normal. I believe the past year will define you for the rest of your lives. It'd be very easy for any of you to feel sorry for yourselves and make excuses for a lack of success in your future. However, I don't think any of you will allow this to happen. I believe you will use the challenges this year has presented to you and use it to your advantage. Belding tough is not something we just say in this town. It's something we live day to day. I believe living through this pandemic during your senior year will only cause you to be tougher than those that have graduated before you. As I look at all of you, I have 100% confidence that our future is in good hands. I see a group of young people who are going to take the challenging year they've had and turn it into an extraordinary future. I know we are going to hear about great accomplishments from this class down the road. You parents, grandparents, and others have raised some pretty amazing young men and women. I am happy for the future endeavors that lie in wait for each of them. But I'm also filled with sadness as we say goodbye to these students, because I consider many of them my family. My message to you tonight doesn't change from my message to previous classes. My wish for all of you is to find true happiness in your lives. To do this, it's my belief that you must put faith, family, and friends before all else. You'll not find true happiness in this world if you serve yourself and your own needs. True happiness will come when you put the service of others first. I'll conclude tonight with a quote from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things you did do. So throw off your bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I love each one of you, and I wish you nothing but the very best in your future. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noski. It's good to get the opening act out of the way. Before I introduce our student speakers for tonight's event, I want to first thank and recognize Olivia Lamborn for her welcome. Olivia, that's fine. Olivia is one of our 4 senior scholars for the class of 2021, graduating with a grade point average of 4.198. Olivia is the daughter of Jeff and Sarah Lamborn and the oldest sister of Carly, Lucas, and Jacob, who are all students here at Belding Area Schools. Olivia has taken 5 AP courses at BHS, along with several art courses and several business courses. She has been a member of the cross-country and track and field teams, the National Honor Society, the Business Professionals of America, and the Be Well Student Mental Health Club. She is an outstanding student and young lady. She plans to attend Davenport University, where she has already earned 30 credits through our articulation agreement. She plans to study business and eventually focus on mental health. Please join me again in recognizing Olivia Lamborn as a senior scholar in the class of 2021. One of our other senior scholars this evening is Zachary Chikva. Zach is graduating as the salutatorian of the class with a 4.200 GPA. He's the oldest son of Dan Chikva and Leslie and Jason Finley. He has two siblings, Angelina and Julia, who are both attending Belding area schools. Zach has taken 6 AP courses at BHS and is a member of the award-winning Belding High School marching band. He is extremely dedicated both to band and drama and has worked with our technology department while attending school. He is also a member of the National Honor Society. Zach has earned a full ride to the University of Michigan, where he will continue his studies in computer science. Please join me in recognizing our salutatorian, Zach Chikva. And now it's my honor to welcome our first student speaker for tonight's ceremony, Elliot Ward. Elliot is the son of Chris and Sarah Ward and the older brother of Cooper. He is a fantastic student as well, graduating with a 4.149 GPA, having taken 5 AP courses at Belding. He has been a member of band, cross country, soccer, track and field, and the wrestling teams. He's also been a member of the National Honor Society. He recently learned that he earned a $20,000 scholarship that he will use to jumpstart his education at Ferris State University in the fall, where he will begin his studies in the Music Industry Management program. Please join me in welcoming Elliot Ward.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be speaking to you tonight. First off, I would like to congratulate the class of 2021. It has taken a lot of work to make it here. I would also like to thank everyone who has helped us make it to this point, including parents, teachers, coaches, and everyone else that has made an impact on our lives. We haven't been able to make it this far on our own. It's amazing how much we have changed over these 4 years. Personally, I went from being a more quiet, introverted freshman to walking around the school in a leather jacket and cheetah print leggings as a senior. I built so many relationships during this time. It's difficult knowing that these relationships may soon fade away. Luckily, with technology, which we had a lot of practice with over the pandemic, we could still keep in touch with each other. And I can still see every single selfie you decide to post. Speaking of, all right, everyone smile. Ready? Alright, that's what you got Instagram, so you better like it. Personally, over the past few months, I've questioned how much I want to use social media. I've seen so many people live their life through their phones instead of living in the moment, and I do not want to contribute to this. But today, I want to make an exception to celebrate this milestone. Now as we graduate high school, it's time to move on to the next chapter of our lives. Our future is in our own hands. This is an exciting yet scary time. Finding our place in the world will be difficult. My advice is to stay true to yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the endless possibilities. I challenge you to get out of your comfort zone, find out who you are. It's easy to choose a life path that's going to sound great and impress everyone at your open house, because that's what really matters, right? Instead of choosing a path that's going to impress someone, now let's choose something that is going to be meaningful to you, because in the end, it is your own life. Speaking of the future, it seems that an end to COVID is in sight. We are now beginning to be able to take off our masks. As we take off our physical masks, I challenge you to also take off the metaphorical mask that we all wear. The mask we wear through high school and beyond that hides our true identity from our peers in the world. With this mask, we try to be someone else, whether it be through social media or real interactions with people. What would the world look like if when we take off the mask of COVID, we also metaphorically take off these masks that we have all assigned ourselves? Thank you for your time. And again, congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Elliot. Our final student speaker tonight is our valedictorian, Allison May. Allison is the daughter of James and Melanie May. She has 3 younger siblings attending Belling area schools, Brendan, Caden, and Emerson. She is graduating tonight with a stunning 4.277 GPA. She has earned an A in all but one course during her time at BHS, but I suppose we can excuse advanced placement physics during her sophomore year. She's taken 9 AP courses at Belling High School, a new school record. She's been recognized by the College Board as a rural and small town scholar and as an AP scholar with distinction. She has served on the Student Council and National Honor Society and was the state champion for economic research through the Business Professionals of America. She is one of the most mature students with whom I have ever had the pleasure of working. Yesterday at class night, she earned several scholarships, which she will use as she begins her studies in pharmaceutical research at the University of Michigan. One of her career goals is to be part of a research team dedicated to finding treatments for HIV and AIDS. Please join me in congratulating Allison May.
Good evening, graduates, parents, and staff. As I am sure many of my peers know, when you are a senior, you write a lot of essays. For college applications, for scholarships, for apprenticeships. Well, it was at times annoying. The hours I spent writing these essays gave me a lot of time to reflect. What had the biggest impact on who I am? Why do I want to pursue the career that I am pursuing? And the answer I kept coming back to was right in front of me, this community. We are often inclined to laugh at ourselves, the small town with a perimeter of cornfields, our single stoplight, and the fact that the nearest Target is 45 minutes away. But how lucky are we? How lucky are we to have grown up here? I know people who go to much larger schools, and when I hear them talk about their experiences, I am stupefied. Their teachers barely know their names. In Belding, our teachers are our parents. They know our brothers, our sisters, our aunts and uncles, our cousins. They don't just know your name. They know your whole story. They know your dreams, your likes and dislikes, your strengths and weaknesses. I can't name another school where the superintendent walks into a classroom and knows every student by name, where I can walk into the principal's office and spend an hour going over my schedule, where the guidance office always has someone available to offer you any support that you need. We have been blessed to be in a school district with staff that is so invested in our future and our success. The experience of being in this community is truly unparalleled, and we have all been so lucky to be a part of it. As students, this community rallies around us. The stadium is packed at every football game. We receive countless donations to our fundraisers. Our drama productions are consistently successful. We gave away over $1.5 million in scholarships yesterday from the generosity of our local businesses and community members. When we do volunteer work, we are encouraged to give back. And in this community, there is so much to give because this community raised us. They volunteered to be our soccer coaches at Riverside Park. They played in the pit for our musicals. They painted our faces at field days. They donated pumpkins to our Halloween parties, helped us raise the most toys for Tots, and provided our clubs and sports teams the funds to compete. Every memory I have of growing up here has been somehow shaped by the generosity of those in this community. So graduates, as we sit on this field for the final time as students of BHS, I want you to reflect on what this community has given you. How are we going to continue the legacy of those before us? How will we raise up those who come after us? It is our job to ensure that the students who follow us have just as much support as we did, if not more. We are now the face painters, the coaches, the donors, the volunteers. We are now the community members doing everything we can to help these kids succeed. I know that we are all moving on from this school. Some of us will even settle somewhere else. But I also know we will continue to carry this community with us. Because Belding grads are always Belding grads, no matter if they end up in Belding, across the country, or across the world. We keep coming back and supporting this community, and I think that that is a beautiful thing. And it is a tradition that I know our class will continue. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Allison. It appeared there must have been some pollen in the air for a couple of folks in the stands. Either that or they have a cold, I'm not sure. Before we begin conferring diplomas to our graduates, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize our international students who have spent the year studying here at Belding High School. Belding High School has a long tradition of welcoming foreign exchange students to our classrooms and to our community. This year we have 15 who will be crossing the stage tonight, and another 10 who aren't with us here tonight. They've left for home already. Joining me from the American Legion Post 203 to present an American flag to these students is Commander Ernie Cox. From Italy, Matteo Fiumene. From Sweden, Adriana Simone Hedlund. From Italy, Federico Simone. From Belgium, Lily Lebrun. From Denmark, Lau Henriksen. From Italy, Clara Cortisi. From Belgium, Melinda Josette Georgette Virginia Dandois. From Italy, Gabrielle Mestriner. From Italy, Maria Valentina Merlino. From France, Baptiste Aubert Michel Table. From Italy, Eleonora Ramata. From Italy, Niccolo Rizzoli. From Italy, Lydia Biscelli. From Sweden, David Johan Kohlen. And from Belgium, Amandine Francoise Dominique. Congratulations again to all of our international students. At this time, I'd like to recognize students who are graduating with honors tonight. Students at Belding High School have the opportunity to explore career and technical education through our partnership with Heartland Institute of Technology. Tonight, several students are wearing CTE honor cords for their outstanding coursework in a program offered at Heartlands. Please stand as your name is announced. Christopher Gill, Elijah Keenan, Grace Lowry, Jacob Young, Eli Halliday, Alexa Kramer, Reddick McLean, Anna Claw, Amber Leach, and Ash Olmstead. Thank you, guys. And at this time, I'll ask our honor roll students who earned a cumulative GPA of 3.0 to 3.499 to stand as their name is announced. Jordan Mason, Henry Klein, Samantha Earl, Shauna Graves, Christopher Myers, Kyle Noble, Riley Helder, Zach Gould, Maya Hutchinson, Madison Hubbard, Cash Blunt, Gabrielle Blunt, Madeline Rash, Xavier Hughes, Emily Halsey, Tobin Will, Tanner Smith, Brennan Quinn, and Philip Waldron III. Our next group of students are graduating cum laude, having a GPA of 3.5 to 3.699 and wearing an orange cord this evening. Tyler Cooper, Jason Henry, Reed Wilmore, Jaden Nail, Ethan Rockburn, Jared Hogue, Carter Houghton, Victoria Gaskell, Isabella Wood, Tara Rackham, Jordan Hogue, Maya Laree, Ethan Orlowski, and Ash Olmstead. Earning magna cum laude honors for a GPA of 3.7 to 3.899, so that's an A- average or above for 4 years, and wearing a red cord this evening are Brian Barrington, Brendan Patton, Austin Cernick, and Emily Ordell. Wearing a blue cord tonight are students with a cumulative GPA of 3.9 and above and graduating summa cum laude. We have one student here tonight with that honor, Onyx Dines. Our final group of honorees, who I've already introduced tonight, but we'll do so again, are recognized as senior scholars. These students all have above a 4.0 grade point average and have exceptional SAT scores. They are our valedictorian, Allison May, our salutatorian, Zach Chickmore, Olivia Lamborn, and Elliot Wood. All right. In a year full of twists, turns, and surprises, I have one more trick up my sleeve for the class of 2021. Yesterday, I shared with you that we would not have a staff speaker at commencement. However, that's not true. Honestly, there are only about 5 people in attendance tonight that know that we do have a staff speaker. In fact, only one person on our staff is even aware that she will be speaking next. It is my honor to welcome Mrs. Amy Holt. Amy started her teaching career here at BHS many moons ago. During her time as an educator, she has worn many hats, solved many problems, led many teams, and loved many students. She also immersed herself into this community. She and her husband Randy had 2 children of their own graduate from Belding High School, and in 6 short years, her oldest grandson Camden will walk across this stage to earn his diploma. Amy has been an institution at BHS. My shift to the past tense here is appropriate as Mrs. Holt has announced that she will be retiring from Belding Area Schools at the end of this year after more than 3 decades of service to our students and community. Please join me in a round of applause for our staff speaker, Mrs. Amy Holt.
Good evening, welcome parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, extended family and friends. Tonight, my words are for our graduating seniors. Yo, class! Woo! How did we all get here? Did the last 4 years go fast? Okay, maybe not the last year. I got it. But the 3 before that went fast, and here we are. For me, the last 30 years seem like it's gone by in a second. I think about how I got here, and it's been a crazy journey, one I never imagined. When I was a senior, sitting where you are right now, well, not here exactly, but at Grand Rapids Christian High in 1977, I did not know what I wanted to do. I was a bit scared of the future, and throughout the 10 years after graduation, I worked many jobs, played in a band, got married, had 2 children, but then it happened. A single moment in time. My husband just happened to glance through the Daily News and saw an advertisement for a job opening as a band director's assistant at the local high school here at BHS. The applicants were required to be able to play the piano. I could. On a whim, I applied and I got the job. That moment, that one moment that my husband saw that ad in the paper changed my life forever. I was inspired to teach and went back to college and became an English teacher. And I'm telling you what, I read every word of every book, and I sat in the front row, and it was happening. And I landed a job here in 1992 in the fall. You guys you don't know what's ahead for you. But I want you to know that anything is truly possible. And as long as you guys are moving forward, so many opportunities will open up for you. We have no idea how meeting someone could connect us to someone else or something else which could bring us to an opportunity we never thought of. All things are possible. It is exciting. Just the other day, I was talking to a former Belding student, and he said that when he graduated, he was convinced he wanted to work in fish and wildlife management. So I went to college for that. However, because of a few random decisions and a professor he really liked who influenced him, he found the vocation he loves now, becoming a firefighter. And he is so excited about that. And it has made all the difference. Even though you may believe that the road ahead is going to be hard or scary or uncertain, it is only the beginning and it's going to be great. On the road to your future, don't forget that you can learn something from everyone. Treat everyone with respect and kindness. Don't be afraid of change. Try not to doubt yourself. The possibilities are endless. Whatever you do in life, just keep moving forward. I and the rest of the teachers have experienced the joy of sharing in your lives and hopefully helping in some way. But it is you who make the decision about how you want to live your lives. Be ready to embrace conflicts, change, joys and sorrows, and be open to what comes your way. Nothing is set in stone as of this minute, only possibilities. I never knew that I would end up here. And that moment, my husband just happened to see that ad in the paper for a Band-Aid, changed everything. Exciting things are ahead for you. Be ready, work hard, and enjoy the gifts. Finally, I want to say thank absolute joy knowing you, teaching you, and most of all, laughing with you. But the truth is, it isn't about what I have taught you. It's what you have taught me. Thank you for the gift of yourselves, for sharing yourselves. Hold on. I'm holding. Let's do that again. Thank you for the gift of yourselves, seriously, for sharing yourselves with all of us. Good luck, seniors. You guys are all ready. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me.
And another twist, I have 7 more speakers. Kidding. As long as you behave, we'll keep this moving forward. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Ann Van Dusen, principal of our adult education program, for the presentation of diplomas to our adult learners.
Good evening. Mr. Ostrander said I could only speak for a half hour. Just kidding. This year, we have 11 graduates. We have one person who's completed his GED and a couple more that are this close that before the end of the school year will have their GED. So we're extremely proud of these people. Some of them attended here in Belding, and we have one graduate that graduated from our site in Lake Odessa. So it's a little bit of a distance, but we welcome her here tonight as well. So I'm really excited, as we are every year, to see these people come up on stage. Also very sad because they go. We always tell them that maybe we'll not pass them in that very last class so that they have to come back next year. But we want them on their way, and some of them have already have great plans, things that they've got ahead of them, and others are still trying to decide what they're going to do. But we always want to hear from them, and we love them all. And we get a little teary-eyed when we think about them leaving us. So tonight, I would like to present to you the adult graduates for the year 2021. Crystal Marie James. Trinity Janelle Baker. Megan Elaine Nassinger. Susan Bishop. Kimberly Almay.
take the opposite. And we'll do anything to get you past that last class, to get you out. But not you, you're my favorite. Before we begin conferring diplomas, we have one special presentation tonight. On March 16th, Belding High School senior Nathan Foley passed away after suffering a brain aneurysm. Though his life was far too short and his passing far too sudden, Nathan became a hero to many with the donation of his organs through the gift of life. Here tonight, to accept a diploma on Nathan's behalf, is his brother, Andrew Foley, a 2019 graduate of Belding High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applause for our first graduate for the class of 2021, Nathan Garrett Foley. All right, seniors, the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of your diplomas. Jared Richard Ho. Madison Lynn Hubbard. Xavier Paul Hughes. Jordan Hannah Ho. Christopher Allen Myers, Jr. Alexa Paige Kramer. Sean Patrick Wright. Madeline Ray Rash. Tremaine Deshawn Bell. Morgan Jean Hansen. Parker Dale Holland. Olivia May Denman. Brett Robert Dykstra. Jeanette Sarai Benitez. Gerald Wayne Carson Snyder. Isabella Adriana Sue Wood. Kyle Lee Noble. Jason Paige Henry. Carter James Houghton. Allison Ann May. Colton Richard Heathers. Destiny Lynn White. Martine Lopez. Kenya Michelle Martinez. Max Patrick Rhodes. Amber Dawn Leach. Anthony Fairley Valencia. Hunter Jean Ogden. Ryan Robert Barrington. Maya Renee Hutchinson. Christopher James Gill. Mackenzie Jean Eaton. Elliot Michael Ward. Emily Paige Wardell. Tyler Gary Cooper. Shauna Rose Graves. Zachary Todd Lincoln. Kimberly Delgado. Elijah Joseph Keeman. Raina Isabel Ann Medina. Shakima Braden Robinson. Gabrielle Lee Blunt. Ethan Lee Sherman. Cash Daniel Blunt. Samantha Lynn Earl. Toby Daniel Sweet. Maya Christine Laree. Zachary Daniel Chickbuck. Olivia Lynn Lamborn. Wyatt William Keith Myers. Jordan Elizabeth Mason. Tobin Owen Will. Michaela Elizabeth Bunce. Ethan James Rockford. Tara Lee Lynn Rackham. Trey Evan Rude. Megan Alexis Fruit. Nash Orion Jason. Kennedy Ray Klein. Onyx Keegan Dines. Ashton Bailey Sagalis. Chance Solomon Keith Howling. Grace Elizabeth Jean Lowry. Eli Hayes Halliday. Christina Lane Purvis. Jaden Michael Jones. Ash Gail Olmstead. Austin Matthew Cernick. Brianna Ray Kellogg. Brennan Jeffrey Flynn. Heather Lynn Marino. Philip Arthur Waldron III. Brianna Ray Fillion. Jaden Hunter Mail. Pilar Ava Blackledge. Jacob Lee Johnson. Riley Jade Helder. Braden Allen Burns. Victoria Lynn Gaskell. Hunter Michael O'Connor. Madison Paige Mays. Blake Joseph Holton. Tatum K. Capon. Jacob Lucas Young. Reed Gary Wilmore. Kyle Patrick Prosser. Ethan Dontrell Hodges. Brendan Jace Patton. Troy Joseph Jenks. Gunnar Hayes DeBrine. Reddick Daniel Craig McMeekin. Tanner Ray Smith. Carter John Rayborn. Jagger Michael Van Gessel. Mackenzie Ty Meadows. Isaiah Lee Spielman. Melissa Lynn Dawn Jewell. Ethan Tyler Milanowski. Persephone Jinx O'Toole. Seniors, it has been our honor to serve as your teachers, coaches, advisors, and principals. Tonight, my emotions are heightened by the opportunities that await you outside the walls of Valley High School. As I look out at you for the one final time as a full group, I see scholars, artists, musicians, athletes, dreamers, leaders, and more. I see agents of change, builders of bridges to new opportunities, and courageous collaborators of tomorrow's world. I respect you, I believe in you, I love you, and more importantly, I count you positively among the blessings in my life. I am certain that those surrounding you right now sharing these sentiments and look forward to celebrating with you tonight and throughout your lives. In my considerable amount of free time, I love to read. Nobel Prize winning American author John Steinbeck is a familiar name to those of you seated who read the classic novel of Mice and Men, or some of you who read the painstakingly boring and Pulitzer Prize winning novel, The Grapes of Wrath. However, my favorite work from Steinbeck is the novel East of Eden. Near the end of the novel, the characters are discussing the meaning of the Hebrew word timshel. Translated from Hebrew, the word timshel means thou mayest. The characters consider the idea that this word may be the most single powerful word to humankind. The power of timshel is the realization of choice. Thou mayest, not thou will. Today, you all have a choice in your future. Armed with an education and exploding with potential, thou mayest pursue any path you choose. There is no command or limitation defining what you will do, who you will be, where you will live, or how your future must look. Instead, thou mayest move freely and confidently forward. As you leave here tonight, and as you navigate the world in front of you, do so with the concept of timshel in mind. From this point forward, thou mayest. The choice is yours. Would the class of 2021 please rise? Students, for the final time, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pride to present to you the newest alumni of Belding High School. Congratulations.